Hey everybody, it's Mike Guglielmi from Sons of a Pitch Soccer Podcast. There is live soccer. We have live soccer. Albeit behind closed doors, Liga MX made the decision to close out the stadiums and not allow any fans in for this weekend's remaining action, even though they did let them in last night. So I'm Mike from Sons of a Pitch Soccer Podcast, and I just love soccer. So I'm going to bring you a live stream reaction to the Tigres against FC Juarez match at El Volcan, and without any fans. So kind of weird to see. But you know what? It is what it is. At least there's soccer on and sports are being played. So that makes me happy, and I'm sure that makes a lot of you guys happy as well. So let's talk a little bit about the lineups here. Just came out about an hour ago. Starting for Tigres, the home side at El Volcan, you've got Nejoel Guzman at the goalkeeper position, Rodriguez, Ayala, Meza, and Dueñas along the back, Roman, Carioca, Pizarro, and Quiones as the four mids, and then Gignac and Enter Valencia at the top. So you kind of have a 4-4-1-1 for Tigres. Maybe if you want to call it a 4-4-2, that could be as well. But that's the lineup for Tigres. Now, as far as FC Juarez, who I know nothing about, I have never watched Juarez play because I mostly follow MLS, but I am learning about this, and check out our Twitter page. We did a lot of talking about Juarez today. So for them, they line up in a 4-2-3-1. Vasquez in goal, Oliveira, Romo, Velasquez, and Jimenez along the back. Ezequiel, Intriago, Roland, Mendieta, Fernandez as the mids, and then Lezcano at the top as the lone striker. So pretty cool scenes here watching this one. The stadium you've got completely empty, and there's a bunch of flags up as well for where the seats would be or something. I don't know. I've never seen the flags out. I'm guessing they're trying to add a little something. But the refs are getting things ready to go here to get this one kicked off and underway. A quick look at the Liga MX table as we come into this match. We've got Cruz Azul at the top. They are at 19 points, tied with Leon, who is tied 0-0 at the moment with Pumas. They are live as well at the moment. And then you've got Juarez in the 6th spot, so just about in the playoffs there. And then you've got Tigres, who is sitting all the way down in the 14th spot at 11 points. So a very interesting, when I saw this one, I figured that Tigres would be the team that would be ahead, and however, they are not. So very surprising on that front, but, it seems like it's a very surprising season in Liga MX as we stand right now. So, getting ready to kick off here. Looks like Tuca Ferretti's getting ready here. Seems a little bit happier in this game than he did in the game against New York City in the Champions League, when they pulled out that late squeaker there against New York City FC to take the 1-0 victory on the road and get that precious away goal. All right, they're lining up now. The Juarez players are ready. And the ref is looking at his watch. Not sure what's taking so long. You'd think that they would have had this underway, especially with no fans in the building, and you don't have to do any crazy pregame ceremonies. But he blows the whistle, and we are underway in the first half in an empty El Volcan stadium. Tigres with possession right off the bat. Should be a fun one to watch. It is nice to at least see some soccer live when MLS and a lot of leagues in Europe are not playing soccer due to coronavirus. I myself am very upset that MLS has stopped, and all these other sports leagues as well, because I am a diehard sports fan. So a good ball in by Tigres, cleared out by Juarez, the center back. Looks like Tigres with some early pressure here. Referee pulls a stop to this one, gives the free kick to Juarez. And he's forcing them to back it off and not take it yet for some reason. Not quite sure why, but this is a very, very slow-moving game from the start here. And they're playing at the back right now with possession. Tigres intercepts, makes a move up, and it's given away by Carioca. Here comes Juarez on the attack. Goes out wide to the winger. Broken up nicely by Tigres. Here's Gignac with some possession. Now almost at the halfway line. Kicks it straight out of bounds to nobody. Very odd to see that from Gignac. Usually he's a little bit better than that. All right, just heading into the third minute in just a few seconds. Juarez with the throw. Cut off by number 19, Pizarro for Tigres. Passed back to Rodriguez. He holds possession right at the halfway point. Kicks one over to get some attacking pressure, and it's intercepted there. Nice counter attack there by Juarez. However, it gets broken up. Quickly sent back to the middle. And Tigres commits a foul. So it'll be a free kick. And we have a yellow card in this one already. Very, very quick yellow card in this game. Looks like it's the center back there. Francisco Meza with the yellow card. 2 minutes and 40 seconds into this one. Harsh tackle, but I don't think that's a yellow. Not in the beginning of the game. That's a tough call right at the start. So you've got a center back now with playing on a yellow. He's going to be, tempered for the most of this game now because of that yellow card. Again, here we just wait and wait and wait. And finally, they take the free kick. Tigres now with possession. Kicks it back around the back there. Dueñas in possession now. Switches all the way back over to Rodriguez. And he's taken out very harshly by the Juarez player. Number, looks like number 8, who's not on the, at least by Google, is not on the starting lineup for Juarez. But he comes in, gets a yellow card, so there's now another quick yellow card. Dario Lezcano. He's actually the forward, but he was playing back towards the back there. So he picks up the yellow. A little bit different there to have your center back on a yellow as well as the other team having a striker, but still 1-to-1 in yellow cards. Thank you for the subscription, VX Football MX. Subscribe to your channel. Thanks for subscribing. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, please subscribe. I am growing my business. Started this out a couple of years ago as a podcast. We're really launching on the YouTube side to do some live commentaries and lots of awesome soccer content. Please subscribe. We're running a little bit of a challenge as well. The challenge is step 1 to subscribe. Step 2, follow us on your favorite social media account, whether that's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Once we reach 1,000 subscribers by the MLS All-Star Game, that is the deadline. One social media follower will be randomly drawn and win their choice of either 2 tickets to an MLS regular season game, no airfare included, and 2 Sons of a Pitch soccer t-shirts, or a $250 Visa gift card. Really easy. All you got to do is subscribe on YouTube, follow us on on one of your favorite social medias there, and you are going to be entered into a drawing to win a $250 gift card or tickets to an MLS game, whatever you want. So, back to the play now. We've got Tigres at the back, building up possession slowly. Not a lot of action in this one. Both teams are fairly slow. Maybe it's the coronavirus news. Maybe it's the fact that there's no fans in the stands. I don't know, but it's been a pretty slow-moving start to this one. Here's Dueñas at the back for Tigres. Passes over to the other side on Rodriguez. He's looking for something up the field. Number 202, Roman, comes into the play and gets the ball. That's very awesome to see. In Mexico they have the 3 numbers on the back, so those are kind of like the academy players and whatnot, and that's really cool to see because you don't see that in MLS. I really like that in Liga MX a lot. Again, Tigres with the ball at the back. Meza, the center back, holds possession, drops it off to Nahuel Guzman, the backup Argentine keeper. Guzman, a great keeper, huge guy. Unbelievable goal that he scored in the CONCACAF Champions League in the second leg against Alianza. At the death, he comes up for the corner kick, comes up for the free kick, and gets his head on it to put Tigres through to the next round. If he didn't score that, Alianza would have went through, and just an unbelievable goal for Tigres to get them on to the next round to face New York City, which, as I said earlier, they have the lead over NYCFC going into that second leg. Whenever that resumes, because CONCACAF has shut down all CONCACAF play. Juarez with the ball. They've got a little bit of possession now. Number 19, Romo, the center back, passes up to 16 Esquivel. There we go. All these names are hard to pronounce, especially when you're not a huge Liga MX fan and don't watch a ton of their matches, not familiar with all their players, so bear with me if you're watching. I'm doing my best over here, and I'm probably going to become a Liga MX pro if they keep playing soccer and MLS doesn't because of coronavirus. Juarez at the back with a little bit of possession, just passing between the center backs and the wing backs. Finally get it up the field a little bit, and the midfielder passes up to Lescano, but he does not make the run, so it goes right over to the keeper, Guzman. Thanks for joining the live stream reaction. I am watching this one, giving you guys as best commentary as I can. We are an American soccer podcast, and with MLS out of commission for at least the next 30 days, I'm here to bring you guys some live commentary of some live soccer because I love soccer, and I just have to watch it all the time. So here comes Tigres up the wing, tries to run the ball to the flank, and it gets deflected by the wingback of Juarez. Now played back to the middle. Number 19, Romo with the ball again. Passes up to Ezekiel, who goes over to the winger, Roland, and Tigres intercepts. All right, we've got some comments here. Hernan Arriaga, ¿Qué onda? Gracias, amigo. Well, I know gracias, amigo. Thank you, friend. But as far as my Spanish, the last time I took Spanish was in high school, and I am now 34 years old with 4 children and a wife. So it's been a while since my Spanish there, so I'm going to have to translate that one. So you're going to have to give me a second on that. Here comes Juarez on the attack. Passes out wide. 3 Tigres players, now 4 back on the ball. And he takes a quick shot from outside the box. No problem for Guzman whatsoever. And Tigres tries to hit on the counter. Enter Valencia running back with Roland. And that was a nasty collision between the two of them. They give the foul. The ref calls the foul on Enter Valencia. But that one was nasty. Kind of swung his leg back a little bit. Could have been a card, especially with how this ref has given out cards already, 1 to each side. All right, so now the Juarez player is still down. Seems like he is going to have to come out of the match. At least that's how he's acting right now, but I'm sure he'll be up in a matter of seconds to replay here on this one. Although it did look kind of nasty, but looking at the replays, it doesn't look like it's as bad as it was. He didn't roll anything. He just kind of got kicked in the back of the leg by Valencia, who kind of followed through backwards because of his running. So nothing there, at least in my opinion, on that one. So the Juarez players speaking with their coach while he's down. All right, we've got Allison. Que onda? What's up? Hey, you know what? I'm here. I'm doing what I love, watching soccer and talking about it as well. So thanks for joining the stream, and appreciate you. If you guys could subscribe to our channel, that would be fantastic. Lots of soccer content coming through, and I'm trying to grow my business and trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so we can monetize and I can get paid to do what I love. So much appreciated for the subscribe there, and saludo a todo la banda. All right, what is that? I greet the whole gang. Awesome. Everybody who's watching, Hernan says hi. So thanks, Hernan Arriaga, for the comments here on our chat. Looks like we've got a player warming up for Juarez. Maybe number 19 will not be able to continue. Be surprising because he's had the ball a lot. Romo has had the ball a lot, so that would be surprising if he can't continue. All right, Hernan, it says thank you for narrating. Yes, sir, you are very welcome. All right, here's some action from Tigres, and he also comes through with a prediction of 2-0 Tigres in this one. I think that could be. Here is Gignac, plays the ball back to Valencia with the head, and there is nothing there. The goalkeeper takes it to snuff out that Tigres attack. So, goal kick, kicks the ball out, and of course Tigres gets possession right back. Hernan, it is looking good for you there, because a Tigres at home, I think, yeah, they probably have this. I would say they're probably the better team than Juarez, but the place in the standings, Juarez has more points. So, all right, here is a cross in by Tigres, and it goes out of play. So it will be a goal kick for the goalkeeper. Here's the replay on Gignac's chance. He goes and heads the ball back to Valencia, who is on rushing. Unfortunately, it went behind him. If it would have been in stride, it would have been 1-0 Tigres. Valencia falls over to try and get the penalty, but not happening there. Let's see. We've got Matthew Matrix 5000 2.0. Did you speak Spanish? I do not speak Spanish. I know a few words, but not a ton. So, and then Firebird 696. Is this just commentary? Or are you going to show the game? This is just commentary, sir. I am just kind of here. We put on the TV a few months ago for the Canada-USA game, and unfortunately, YouTube shut down our live streaming capabilities for 90 days, and I'm trying to grow a business here. We do a podcast every single week, picks and predictions for all MLS season games, Predict 6, team previews, lots of soccer content, and I don't want to see that get shut down, the live streaming ability, when we can bring awesome commentary to games that people don't have television for, and might not be able to find streams for on the internet, or get a bunch of viruses on their computer. So here is Tigres with a chance, and it goes out of play for a corner kick. A nice block there by number 11 Fernandez. So the winger for Juarez is back playing defense right now. So Tigres putting some pressure on in this one. Maybe they find the breakthrough very soon. All right, so Firebird 696. Okay, nice, better than the app. Thank you. Yes, sir. I hope I'm at least a little bit better than the app. So make sure to subscribe. I'll be doing some Liga MX games. I'll be doing another one later tonight, the Chivas game when they host Monterrey. Right after this one is done. So, all right, let's see. We've got the comments just rolling in here. Thanks for joining us on this stream. Allison, eres un fan de Tigres? Hernan C says yes. Dad Drew, I need the draw. Nyan Leon Het, home win. All right, so a lot of people are thinking there's going to be a win for Tigres. All right, the player that went down in that collision with Valencia a few minutes ago, number 19, Romo, has been replaced by number 4, Elio Castro. So Castro takes over for Romo. Unfortunate because he was playing well in that center back position. He had a lot of control on the ball in the first couple minutes. So shame to see Juarez have to use an early sub. That definitely helps Tigres, and it seems like we've got a lot more Tigres fans out there as well. We've got under 2.5 from Jared F. Dad Drew, do you bet? Well, I personally bet. I don't bet on any Liga MX games yet because I don't know enough. But MLS, I bet on every single game, every week, $100. I do my MLS picks and predictions, so you'll see my picks. I will put $100 on each bet that I do, and I'm currently sitting after 2 weeks up $260.74. So I'm a better. However, this Liga MX stuff, the only thing I know about Liga MX is from Champions League, and I know that they're better than MLS because they're completely dominating us in CCL action up to this point. So actually a good time for the break for the MLS clubs with this coronavirus. Good break for them for CCL because they're getting it handed to them, except for LAFC, who we haven't seen play yet in that first leg against Cruz Azul. So here's Tigres with some more possession out in their attacking third. Gignac floats one up to Valencia. He goes to take a shot and he kind of stopped halfway to try and make a pass over to Gignac, and the goalkeeper takes control of that one pretty easily. So he's pushing everybody up, taking his time, trying to get a long kick here. Not going to play it short. And the goal kick goes out of bounds to Tigres. All right, let's see. Alex Pintinix took Puebla for FC. Let's go. Alex Pintinix parlay. All right, let's see. When is the MLS coming back? This coronavirus is ridiculous. Is Chicharito helping the Galaxy? All right, so MLS, there's no word on when they're coming back. They did say they're going to take a 30-day suspension of the season. If the cases start to go down in the U.S., then it might be less than that, but I'm sure they'll probably hold off for the full 30 days. Look, coronavirus, to me, it is absolutely ridiculous. Personally, I think it's nuts. This is nothing more than a cold in the middle of cold and flu season in the winter going into spring. So I don't see what the big deal is that you have, a cough or a sore throat or things like that. But I do understand that it is threatening to elderly people and sickly people, just like the cold and the flu is. I think it's a little bit blown out of proportion. But that's just my personal take. I understand why they're doing it and why they feel pressured to do it with all the other leagues taking that stance in the United States. So I get why they're doing it. Let's see. We've got... I'll come back on that about Chicharito in a minute. Here's Valencia. Passes over to Gignac, and his is blocked by the new center back that just came in, Elio Castro. Ball goes out of play for a Juarez throw. All right, Firebird 696. Sad that coronavirus has caused me to bet on Liga MX. Nice. All right, my daughters just came downstairs because they're going to bed. So they want to come say hi to everybody real quick. come on over here, say hi real quick, and tell these people what to do.
Am I in?
You're in.
Am I in? Hello, people. I'm up here. So, I mean, pizza.
Hurry up. There's a game going on.
Wait, eat pizza and subscribe and watch
Subscribe, buy merch, like this video, and comment down below.
All right.
Bye.
All right, girls. Good night. All right. So back to the play here. Tigres with more possession in the final third. And the Juarez coach is looking mighty perturbed. So I think he's concerned why Tigres is kind of dominating this play. Here's the corner by Tigres, headed away, cleared by the new player for Juarez, Elio Castro, who just came on as a substitute for Romo. All right, Firebird696, Nuts Man, we're degenerates. Hernan agreed. Dad Drew laughing. I also bet on rugby tonight. Hernan, I'm smashing that subscribe button. Awesome. Hey, yeah, if anybody's got a link, if they want to share it in the comments, that's fine with me. I'm not showing it on my end, so if you can get a link to the game and watch it, if you'd rather watch it than hear it and get a virus on your computer, have at it. But yeah, I'll be here. Looks like almost an own goal by the Juarez player. Heads up to clear the cross, and it just misses the net to go out for a corner, which the subsequent corner is caught by the goalkeeper for Juarez. So we've got some Google Analytics here in this one. So a new thing on the app that I've noticed is during the game, they kind of by the minute in the score and how the possession's going and all the stats, they give you a percentage that team has to win or there to be a draw. Right now, Google has it as Tigres a 61% chance to win, a draw is 26%, and Juarez with 13%. So far, 2 shots for Tigres, none on target, 1 shot for Juarez that did go on target, but that was that weak effort from about 25 yards out that did no trouble whatsoever to Nahuel Guzman. Offside on Tigres is the call while they continue to get some attacking pressure on the Juarez back line. And ere they show the replay of that offsides, just slightly offsides, pretty close. Let's see. All right, I am smashing that subscribe button. Anyone has a link to watch it, here is Gunther Dimitri. I love your commentary, but I wrote on a website people telling the game looks fixed because they only do passes in defense, so I wanted to watch that. That is kind of the case. It's been a really slow-moving game, a lot of back passing on both sides. So, hey, maybe it is. They're trying to, with this coronavirus stuff going on, but that'd be a rough time to do it because you got so many extra eyes on the league. If you're going to fix a game, why would you do it now when, people all over are watching this? So, also, we've got Hernan, what's your favorite MLS team? And that is my wife, Allison, who is upstairs putting kids to bed and, putting and chatting for me while I do commentary of this matchup. And it's TFC. Yes, TFC is my team. I was born and raised in Toronto, and I am a diehard Reds fan since 2007 when I sat on the sidelines of their first training camp with the then coach Mo Johnson, who played for Rangers, and met a few of the players. So diehard TFC fan. All right, we've got then Hernan, Toronto, nice, and then there's Allison. This is his daughter, so I'm assuming it's probably Bella, who you just saw in there responding to some answers. So thanks, Bella, appreciate that. The Mexican Savage, Viva Juarez. All right, so now we finally have a Juarez fan on the stream. So, all right, now let the banter begin between you fans. I wonder what's going to happen on this. All right, we've got Dad Drew, Philly Union. All right, so you're a Union fan. Nice. Go check out our team preview on Philadelphia Union that we did a few weeks before the season. That one is interesting. I myself think it's time for them to spend some money and go for it. They finally get that first playoff victory, and you've got some other perspectives from my co-host Nick, and he's like, well, let me go with, I think they should rebuild and go for 2022. So I think they should go spend some money. All right, we got another comment here. Hernan Arriaga, who's going to win the Conca Champions League? My pick, check out my video as well. And that is, my pick is Tigres to win Champions League for the first time in this new setup that they've got. I really think Tigres has the best team in the competition, so I expect them to win. All right, let's see. MLS could use some Liga MX defenders too. Rocky, yep, there's Rocky. All right, yeah, I agree. Thanks for jumping in on this stream, Rocky. Appreciate it. The Timbers fan, we've gone back and forth on Instagram a little bit, so thanks for joining, Rocky. All right, as we go here, Juarez with a little bit of possession at the back, and the Tigres player with the foul. Not a lot of action going on here. Very few chances, but you know what? It's at least we're watching soccer. That is the positive part. As my phone goes off to let me know that the International Racquetball Tour is live. I myself am a big racquetball fan and went to the tournament in Chicago with a friend of the show, Thomas Carter, who's the number 17th ranked player in the world. Unfortunately, he lost in the round of 16 to the number 4 player in the world. But IRT is live as well on YouTube if you can find that, the tournament here in Chicago. All right, more passing at the back. So, this is Gunther Dimitri. I think you're onto something, sir, about this. It's all passes at the back. I mean, there is, out of this game, out of 27 minutes, I would say at least 10 minutes of it has been passing between the center backs and the wingers. Here is a little bit of a chance forward for Juarez. The winger comes down the line, makes a beautiful cross in, and it gets a foot on it, and he shoots, and it's in! And Juarez takes the lead unless it's offside, but I don't think the flag is up. Oh, wow. What a pass and a goal for Juarez. Wow. That was great. Tuca Ferretti is not happy at all. Not happy at all. So Juarez up 1-0 here. I wonder how that's going to change the numbers for this one. We'll check that in a little bit. But it is Lezcano, the striker, that gets Juarez on the board in the 28th minute. Wow. All right. So here we are. 1-0 for Juarez. And we're just about ready to kick the ball off again. A great pass in by Roland. Lezcano gets his foot to it to kind of take a soft touch around Guzman, who had come out, and a great finish. I mean, really, at that angle, that was a great finish. So, nice. All right, let's see. We got some comments there. Let's go draw. Dad Drew, say it like it is. Chicharito sucks. Yeah, Chicharito does suck, and I think he is definitely going to struggle in MLS. People are high on it, think he's going to be great, but I don't see him doing much in MLS. But then again, I didn't think Zlatan was going to either. So, and he did pretty well. He didn't win anything, but he did well. So Chicharito, I think he will fail, and so far he's proved me right. Let's see. We've got, MLS's injured list should shorten a bit too this month. As a personal TFC fan, the fact that Pablo Piatti, our new designated player signing who has had injury struggles and then gets injured in the second day of training, he'll have more time to rest, as well as it helps Michael Bradley get back. So I'm good with it as a TFC fan for the injuries. How many yards out? As far as when he took the shot into the net, it was probably about 3 or 4 yards out, but a really tight angle. All right, so here we are in the 30th minute. Tuca Ferretti's looking pissed off. Earlier in Liga MX, Pueblo beat San Luis 1-0. So for all of the Liga MX fans here, that result is final. Here in the 30th minute, we've got Juarez again with a little bit of pressure, kind of hitting on the counter there, right? This team was definitely on the downside, and now it looks like Tigres had the possession, was probably going to get the goals, and turns out to not happen that way. All right, Leon and Pumas. It is 2-1 Leon. Leon just takes the lead over Pumas in the 32nd minute as well. So same kickoff time here, but Leon gets it. Juarez makes a great tackle, number 7. Oliveira makes a great tackle on the Tigres winger coming down the flank. Here's Juarez with some possession. Lezcano tries to swing it out to his winger, Roland. However, Roland does not make the run, and it goes harmlessly to the Tigres player who runs back to get it. All right, Tigres with some more possession. Juarez breaks it up. They're kind of seeming to be sitting back a little bit, but that's been their get-go from the beginning. They were sitting back, right there in the beginning as well. So, no, I don't expect to see much changes here for them. All right, Firebird96, do you commentary on any other sports? However, I do not. I would like to for some other sports, but I'd only have the time to do soccer and do this podcast kind of stuff. So no other sports for me. However, with the break in MLS, maybe Sons of a Pitch soccer podcast can break out and maybe do another sports game if there's any other sports going on that at the moment. XFL, unfortunately, their season is totally canceled. They will not be playing at all for the rest of the year. They are saying they're coming back in 2021. They didn't pull another football league, UFL or something on them. Here's Valencia with a great chance in on goal, shoots and saved by the keeper. Vasquez with a nice save, number 31, my favorite number. Good save there by Juarez. So yeah, XFL, it's a shame, these football leagues that start up to try and compete against or with the NFL. They really struggle. So to see this type of season so far from them and the good TV numbers that they had, because they're doing it right. They're spending the money, getting on Fox, ABC, ESPN, CBS. They're spending the money, and it's a shame to see something like this take out their season. All right, here is Juarez with the ball. They are just back passing still. Center back number 25, Velasquez, holds on to the ball for a while. Passes up to Fernandez. Fernandez back to Velasquez. Over to Castro. And they're just continuing to strike the ball back and forth along the back line. They push the ball forward, and Tigres intercepts and back plays all the way back to Guzman. 34th minute, 1-0 FC Juarez. Thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate you guys checking it out. Here is Tigres at the back. Another pass at the back between the center backs. Lots of center back passing going on. This is crazy. Now that you've brought this to my attention, that's all I can see and think about. Juarez with 5 players on 1 Tigres player. That was a little bit of a mix-up on communication there. Gets the ball, goes to pass, and Tigres breaks it up and clears back to the middle of the park. Gignac comes back to take it. He's got a great pass over to, I believe it's Carioca, coming down the wing. He goes inside, takes the shot, and it gets slightly deflected by the Juarez defender and right into the arms of the Juarez keeper. All right, I'm just happy players and owners stepping up to help. Arena personnel probably financially. Yeah, no, I agree. I think that a lot of these people that work these part-time jobs, they're not working it because they're rich. They're working it because they're trying to make a few extra bucks for their family, and they're doing so with that and getting stopped. Work stoppage like that can hurt. So definitely cool to see the ownership stepping up there. Tuca Ferretti is looking for some interesting ways to get some things going here for Tigres, as the Tigres player Ayala is having some conversations with the referee. The referee's not happy with how Ayala's talking to him, probably because he completely dove after he cleared the ball and wasn't even touched. However, he did when he rolled and did kind of a somersault. He might have hit the back of his head on his own, but it shouldn't have been a foul. So here comes Tigres. Number 202, Roman, with the ball. Missed passes, but another Tigres player was there. However, it just deflects over to Juarez. And they resume possession at the back. All right, let's see. We've got Favor Edabayi, who is pressing more in the match. Honestly, it's Tigres. Tigres is pressing more, but Juarez is kind of hitting on the counter. They hit on that one counter. They almost just did it again. But Tigres has had more of the possession and can home win the match. Yes, they can. It's still only the 36th minute. They're only down 1-0, and they've had pressure. I think if they can get a breakthrough, then that might change things a little bit, or Tuca Ferretti just might need to make one or two more offensive substitutions, and they should be okay. As we speak about that, here comes Carioca with the ball. Hands off to Pizarro. Pizarro back to Quiones. And he swings out wide to Roman, the young kid, number 202. He pushes one in, and it's cleared away from the head of the new center back that's substituted in Castro. And a foul is called on Tigres when he pulled back the jersey of the Juarez players. So with that being said, please take a second to subscribe to my channel. It'd be much appreciated. Thanks for watching. Trying to grow a business over here and hit 1,000 subscribers. We've done extremely well in growing so far, and please, it would help immensely. So with that also being said, just add a quick follow as well on social media, on either Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, and you'll be able to be entered into our 1,000 YouTube subscriber challenge. Step 1, subscribe on YouTube, which I'm sure most of you have already done that are watching this. Step 2, find us on Facebook at Sons of a Pitch Soccer, on Twitter at SOP Soccer, and on Instagram. Once we reach that 1,000 subscribers, if we do so by the MLS All-Star Game, then here is Gignac with a shot, gets blocked, and out of play for another corner. Once we reach that 1,000 subscribers, one social media follower will be randomly drawn for their choice of either 2 tickets to an MLS regular season game, no airfare included, only the tickets themselves, and 2 Sons of a Pitch Soccer t-shirts, or a $250 Visa gift card. So here is another corner, number 23, Quiones, taking that corner, and the female assistant is holding things off. Looks like they're taking a look at it with VAR. And the referee is holding them off still. And it looks like he's reversed the call of the corner kick and giving a goal kick. So that's interesting. I think they might have been looking at the penalty kicks, and without it being a penalty, maybe they saw that it went off the Tigres player, so it should be out for a goal kick. So that's interesting. I've never seen that happen before in MLS. All right, in the comments, we've got Firebird. I subscribe, man. I like this podcast. Thank you, Firebird. Much appreciated. Also, Dad Drew, I subscribe. Thank you, sir. Very, very much appreciated. Let's see. Gunhart, Dimitri, how did you start with football as a U.S. resident? So, funny story. I was 20 years old and broke my leg, ankle, and foot playing hockey. The day that I did that was the day before the World Cup in 2006 started. So I actually was laid up in bed, had to have surgery to have my leg rebuilt, and I was laying in bed for 30 days. And as a sports fan, you wait for 7 o'clock for the sports to come on. Well, I didn't have to do that because it was 11 a.m. or 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 2 o'clock, and all this soccer was on. So I watched every single game of the World Cup, and from that, I was a diehard soccer fan, which then the year after that, Toronto FC was founded and given an expansion team, and the rest is history. So that's my story there. Let's see. We've got Dad Drew. Leo just missed a penalty by a lot in the other game. This league is suspicious. You might be onto something there. That could be the case. There's definitely some suspicious things going on tonight. Missing the penalty, was it a bad miss? I'm interested to see how that looked. As we play here, it is the 41st minute. Juarez up 1-0 over Tigres. Juarez with some possession out wide. Number 27, Roland, with the ball. He's got an overlapping run, and he almost knocks it out of bounds, which he does for the goal kick for Tigres. All right, and then let's see. Gunhart Dimitri, great injury then. Yep, agreed. You know what? Everything happens for a reason in this world. I'm a firm believer in that, and I'm sure, that happened for a reason to get me into this sport that I just love so much. And, yeah. All right, Favor Edabai, sir, are you good in predictions? So far, so good this season. As I had said earlier in the stream, I do a MLS Picks and Predictions episode every single week and pick each game, whether, a win or a draw. And so far this year, I bet $100 personally on every match that I do. It's kind of like a portfolio for stocks. A Tigres player goes down and gets the foul called right outside the box, literally about 2 feet, maybe a yard outside the box. It is Valencia that goes down. So they will be setting up for a free kick there. So for my MLS Picks and Predictions, so I bet $100 on each match. And so far this season, after the 2 weeks, I am up $270 and 64 cents, I believe it is, total. So as far as a prediction in this match, I think I will. From what I've seen so far, my prediction would be Tigres to come back and get the victory. They've held the pressure on, and Juarez is just playing on a counter. I could see Tigres doing this at home, but it's a tough one to call because there's no crowds. There's no real home field advantage in this one. As well, you've got you've got a team already. It's already at the half and they're down 1-0. So. But yeah, that's my prediction. I think Tigres will come back and win this one. However, if Juarez gets another goal, I could see it ending in a draw. Here's Gignac just outside the box. You know what he's going to do with this. He's just going to blast it right at the wall and hope for the best. There's no way he gets this up and down at the 18-yard box. There's only a few players in the world that can do that. Maybe he might be one of them. I don't know. All right, so they've got the player laying down behind the wall, which is kind of a common tactic these days. And the referee's talking to the Tigres players who can't stand in front of the wall. They're trying to set up in front of the wall. All these new Liga rules. And he tries to blast it through the wall, and it gets blocked by the wall. So nothing on this good chance. Unfortunately, just a little bit too close for an indirect free kick on this one. So Tigres back with possession of the ball. I think you're going to see the young kid come out, Roman come out probably start the second half, and they might be putting in one of their substitutes. Substitutes for Tigres, they got Salcedo on the bench, Eduardo Vargas, they've got Moreno, Sierra, Aquino, Fernandez, and another youth player, Juan Pablo Martinez Rodriguez. So my guess is they'll probably put Vargas in and kind of take it into like a 3 up top, or maybe take Vargas in for Valencia. But another foul just outside the box. This one at a better angle, though. Carioca goes down and gets that. Let's see. Some more comments here. So they're playing with no fans. Correct. There is no fans. Liga MX announced today at some point that they will be playing behind closed doors for these matches. And last night they had fans. But today they're playing behind closed doors. Let's see. We've got Tigres have to win. They're in the bottom half of the table. Agreed. Especially at home, they have to win this match. This is, where they're standing in the standings. They've got to get it done. Also, Hernan Arriaga, did you stock up in toilet paper in Canada? In Canada. I'm actually in Chicago. So they're stocking up in toilet paper here. I've ended up, I moved down to Florida, met my wife. She's from Chicago. And now I'm here. And, so they're stocking up for toilet paper here, too. I've got tons of it. I got 4 kids. I always keep a large stock of that at here. So here's the free kick by Gignac. Again, off of the wall and deflected out for a corner. Corner kick is upcoming here. Longer ball to the back post for Valencia, swings in and just misses it, and it goes all the way out of play for a goal kick. It is time for a refill here. So, maybe almost since it's halftime, you can pick up some awesome swag. As you can see, my hoodie here, my cup. Unfortunately, the blue screen is kind of getting a little messing up the logo there. But check that out. We've got our swag available, merch, whatever you want to call it, on Redbubble. It is at sonsofapitch.redbubble.com. You can find all kinds of different stuff there. You really get a lot of laughs from people as well. They see that Sons of a Pitch stuff on the streets, and they laugh every time they see me walking around in it because of the pun on son of something else. So with that being said, it is almost halftime. The referee is getting ready to blow the whistle. And it's just a matter of time now. Juarez kind of keeping the ball away from Tigres as they're getting pretty pissed off. And there is the halftime whistle there from the referee. Juarez goes into the break, 1-0 up on Tigres at El Volcan with no fans. And Gignac and the Tigres players are seeming kind of pissed off, but I'm not quite sure what they're pissed off about. So with that being said, I am going to take a break, get myself a refill of my cocktail, and I will be back to start the second half, maybe a few minutes before, to discuss the stats a little bit in this 1-0 Juarez lead. Hey everybody, I'm back. It's Mike from Sons of a Pitch Soccer Podcast. Second half just about underway. Players are heading back out onto the field and getting set up. Let's talk a little bit about the stats in this one. 30% chance for Tigres to win now, 32% draw, and 38% chance for Juarez to win according to Google Analytics and their new stats setup. So, things have changed since we talked about this last. As far as total team stats, 7 shots for Tigres, 2 shots on target, 2 shots for Juarez, with both of those on target for Juarez. Possession, 67% possession for Tigres. As I had said earlier, Tigres is really controlling the play. And then you've got 315 passes to 158 for Tigres. Pass accuracy at 93% for Tigres and 83% for Juarez. 5 fouls to Juarez for 4 to Tigres. 1 yellow card each. Those both came in the first 2 minutes of the game, 3 minutes. 1 offsides for Tigres and 5 corners for Tigres. 0 for both of those for Juarez. So, Leon is up 2-0 over Pumas right now to put them at the top of the table still over Cruz Azul. Juarez, with their 1-0 lead, would put them into 3rd place in the table if they were able to continue this. And now here we are, underway in the second half. All right, so now here's Tigres with the ball, playing to the back, trying to build up a little bit of possession here. Not sure how they're going to get back into this one, but they need to. We got a lot of people watching this stream that are expecting a Tigres win, and I am one of them. So hopefully Tigres gets it going. All right, still passing at the back. Let's see if there were any changes while they're doing this. Let's see if we've got any subs. Long run here for the Tigres player. He catches up to it at the line, but it's cleared out by Juarez. No substitutions at the half that I can see right now. So the same lineups that started the game outside of Romo being switched out for Castro, the center back, and actually Eduardo Vargas came on. So Google is lying to me, not telling me about the substitutions. Eduardo Vargas, as I had mentioned, had come on. It was not for Valencia like I thought it would be. Valencia is still out there. Nice shot off of Valencia. Gets his head on the corner kick, but unfortunately it goes wide. So still 1-0 for Juarez. Tigres plays back to their keeper, Guzman, who sidesteps the onrushing attacker from Juarez, and Tigres tries to build some possession out of the back. Valencia with the ball, but it's kicked out by the Juarez player for the Tigres throw. All right, here we go. Tigres down the wing. It's Gignac who centers the ball in. And it's given away very cheaply by Carioca, right to the goalkeeper, who then picks it up once Vargas starts to get onto him. All right, let's see. We've got a comment from AK16. Tigres dominate in everything in this match except for the goal stat, 100%. It has been all Tigres. Unfortunately for them, it is 1-0 Juarez. Juarez, I think they came in with a game plan to sit back and really soak up the pressure from Tigres and hit on the counter, and they have done that to a T so far. Can they keep it up for another 45 minutes? That's going to be tough to do at El Volcan. However, it's an El Volcan with no fans. Because of the coronavirus, Liga MX has decided to only to have closed doors. Here is a shot by the Juarez player, and it gets blocked by the Tigres center back. Tigres regains possession and gives it away at the halfway mark to Juarez, who try to build up another attack. Duenas tries to clear the ball, and there's a handball by the Juarez player. Quick free kick taken by Tigres, and they show a replay. So I don't know what's going on in the game right now. because they've showed the replay of the Juarez chance that I just spoke of. All right, so now apparently there was another foul, and Tigres with a free kick up by the halfway point, and they kick backwards to their center backs to build up out of the back a little bit. All right, here's the substitution. It was exactly the substitution I called in the first half. They take the kid out, number 202, Raimundo de Jesus Fulgencio Roman. He is taken out in favor of Eduardo Vargas to kind of have those three high-powered strikers up at top. So here's the story for me. If you're Tigres and you've got Valencia, Gignac, and Eduardo Vargas in the game and you can't score, it's time to find a new striker. I know this game is played behind closed doors. You don't have the fans behind you. But, man, if you can't score, it's trouble. So here is a free kick for Juarez on their defending half. I think you're going to see a ton of pressure for Tigres here finishing up this match. So here is, we've got some comments here. Super Saiyan 2-1 Tigers. That is a possibility. It could happen. That's my best guess. But it might not, looking at how things are so far. Jefferson Intriago for Juarez picks up a yellow card on the pullback of Valencia's shoulder to knock him down. So number 15, the central defensive midfielder for Juarez here in the 51st minute picks up the yellow. Let's see, Firebirds, 696. Juarez, 2-0 Juarez. All right, so that is your pick there for this one. I think it could happen. Here's Tigres down the wing, and Juarez playing some decent defense. Valencia with a cut inside. And it's in! Across to the center, and the goalkeeper misplays it, just barely gets his fingertips on it, and it goes into the net. It is 1-1 at El Volcan. Tigres with the tying goal. 1-1 in the 52nd minute. That goal might have been the 51st minute when it actually crossed the line, but it was right there at the 51st going into the 52nd minute. A bad error there by the goalkeeper. They give the goal to Quiones, number 25, I believe. Number 23. So they give the goal to Quiones. 1-1 in Tigres. We got a brand new game. So it's not one of the three high-powered strikers. It is one of the, it looks like he maybe touched it over right before it got over the line. But the goalkeeper tries to get a hand on it. However, it just flies closer to the net and trouble there. So it was Pizarro, actually, that made the run in. It was not Valencia. I was mistaken there. And Quirones gets his toe on it, whether it was over the line already or just about over the line. They're crediting him with the goal, and it's 1-1 in the 53rd minute. Tigres back in possession. The goal scorer tries to find Gignac on a quick run, but it's blocked out by the Juarez player. All right, then we've got another comment here. Juarez takes the 3 points. All right, that would be interesting to see another goal from Juarez, and it just misses Lezcano with almost his second goal of the game, a free header in the middle of the 18, and he puts it just wide. That would have been a hell of an answer from Juarez. Tigres playing out of the back. Let's see. So, favor Edebayi. So, sir, Tigres will surely win, and if yes, how many % sure? I'm pretty sure they're going to win this game. Oh, maybe not. There's a straight red to Gignac. A straight red. And the referee does not know, is yelling at Gignac to get off the field. A straight red. As I say, yes, Tigres is going to win this game. How many % sure? Let's see. I do not know what this is a red card for. I mean, he's going after the ball. This is insane. Where are all my friends that were talking about this game being possibly rigged? Because this is crazy. maybe the VAR's got to look at this because there was nothing there. All right, they've got VAR. The ref has got VAR. There's nothing there in this. This could get rescinded. It's not a penalty. Firebird penalty question mark. It's not a penalty. It was right at the halfway mark. Gignac was just playing a little bit of defense, and maybe it was a foul. Maybe. I mean, literally might have been a foul. Maybe even not a foul. And he runs over and gives Gignac a straight red. I was looking at his elbows. Maybe he threw an elbow. That wasn't the case. I don't know what is going on here, but they're still talking to VAR. I think VAR is in his ear saying, I think you missed this one. But again, it is still the referee's call. So he is still on with Gignac, chirping in his ear. And then let's see. We've got, who do you think will win tonight's match between Chivas and Monterrey? I will be doing a live stream on that one as well. So make sure you subscribe to our page to not miss any of our soccer action. Hit that subscribe button. Follow us on your favorite social media as well. Looks like the referee is going over to take a look at it on VAR. So here's the replay now. Gignac is trying to get to the ball. He goes in to step on the ball, maybe catches the back heel of the player as he's going, like taking a stride to step, and steps on the back of his foot. It's not a red card. It happens in soccer. You step on people's feet. This has to get overturned, but you don't know if it will or not. All right, let's see. What happened? Gignac, as I was saying, stepped on the foot of a Juarez player. They gave a straight red. I don't know. Super Cyan, who's down to 10 men? It might be Tigres. Gignac might be sent off here. He was given the red, but the VAR and the referee is looking at the replays, and we'll see what the call is as he comes out of the hood right now. Let's see. All right. Well, it still stands on Google. He's coming back out, and after VAR, it's a free kick, and he's got the red card still out. The red card is waved off, and he gives a yellow to Gignac. So red card is done. It is not a red card. I was spot on that one. It is a yellow card to Gignac, which even that I think is harsh, but as a referee, he has to give the yellow after he goes to VAR, after he gave a red. So at least they got the right call there. Now, let's see. We've got, sir, how many percent for Tigres to win? I would say Tigres, now that is not a red card, I would say the percent for Tigres to win is about 85%. I think there's a small chance for Juarez. Now, when we look at Google and those stats here in the 57th minute, let's see where that stat has gone. 51% chance on Google, their analytics system, with a 37% draw and a 12% Juarez. I'm going up. I think it's going to be about 85% Tigres finds another one with those three strikers on the field: Gignac, Valencia, and the new substitute on Eduardo Vargas. So Favor Edebayi, I'm guessing you're doing some prop bets here during the game. Is that the case? Because if you're looking for some advice here right in the middle of the game. So if you are, I think you got about an 85% chance. Here's Gignac, cuts back. He's got a clear shot on net, and he puts it in. 2-1 Tigres. There you go. All right, so up that percentage there, Mr. Edebayi. I'm going 95% that Tigres gets this done now. What a great move to the inside there from Tigres' number one player, Gignac. All right, so now everybody's starting to go off. Goal. All right. So here we are, 2-1 Tigres, 2 goals in just a couple of minutes. And, they might be calling this one back for offsides. But it went off the Juarez player, so I don't think it can be offsides. Great move to the inside and then cuts back to the near post for Gignac. It was deflected off the back of the Juarez player's foot. So a great finish there from Tigres. They're up 2-1. The goals from Quirones and Gignac 7 minutes apart, and Tigres is up at home. All right, Firebird 696, call it back. He's got the draw on this one, so you know that he wants it called back, but that's not going to happen. It's official. It's 2-1 Tigres in the 60th minute at home at the El Volcan, with all I can see is yellow and blue seats. No fans in this one. 60th minute in Leon, and it's Leon 2, Pumas 1 still. So the other game in Liga MX that's going on right now, that one is 2-1. Hernan Arriaga, the Tigres fan. Bomboro Gignac. Yes, sir. They've got the 2-1 lead. Well done to them. All right. Juarez now, let's see if they put a little bit more pressure on Tigres, and instead of sitting back the whole time now that they're down, if they'll push forward a little bit and maybe make a change or two to try and get forward. So now, as far as percentages go on Google, after that second goal, Tigres is now 85% chance to win, which is what I had them at right before the goal, and then a 13% chance of a draw and 2% for Juarez. So, all right, sir, please, do you have a recommended betting prediction site? You know what? Here's Quirones with a shot that goes way wide of the net. As far as betting sites, I do not. I strictly go off of my knowledge. But I do picks and predictions every single week for MLS. I don't know enough about Liga MX to really go out on a limb here. If they do play again next week, if coronavirus doesn't cancel their season or suspend their season like it did MLS, maybe I'll flirt with a Liga MX picks and predictions, but no promises on that one because it could be ugly because I really don't watch a ton of Liga MX. Here comes Tigres again. Valencia passes over to Vargas, but he misses it, and the Juarez center back comes up to clear the ball. So as far as betting predictions, check it out on YouTube, as well as maybe do some Google. You'll find a lot of guys like myself who really focus on one sport. I think that's the key. I think if you get guys who, you know, really they're all over the board. They do a hockey, you know, they do hockey predictions, and they do soccer predictions, and they do basketball predictions and all that. They don't have enough time to really focus. You got to focus on that one sport. For me, I focus on MLS. That's what I do. All weekend long, I watch MLS games. My wife hates me for it sometimes, but that's why you guys have to subscribe so that I can start making some money off of my videos and get to keep watching soccer. Give me an excuse to my wife and why I'm watching soccer and let her spend the money. But no, that, you know, you got to find somebody that really only focuses on that one sport. Here's Tigres. Gignac passes over to Vargas. Vargas over to Quirones. Vargas tries to get a foot on it. The goalkeeper comes out, and it's a 50-50 ball. The goalkeeper gets his hands on it first. Vargas tries to sell the penalty, but it's not happening. And Juarez with the long goal kick out to the halfway mark, and Juarez maybe can get a little bit of pressure going here. Ivan Navi, thanks for the show. Who's going to win the game between Chivas and Monterrey? Well, you know, I haven't decided yet on who I think is going to pull that one off. I am doing a live commentary for that game as well. So once I switch up my settings here and change up the scoreboard and whatnot, you know, I'll be doing that one as well here probably in about 40 minutes or so. So I will let you guys know my pick on that game right before that game starts. Here is a corner kick from Juarez. Number 14 takes the corner kick. Guzman comes out, punches it with authority all the way out to the halfway mark. And there's a foul on Juarez. So interesting turn of events if you're just joining us and you have not, have not had a chance to follow this one. Juarez gets on the board with a great counterattack goal early. Tigres comes back, scores in the 51st minute to tie the game, and then Gignac is shown a red card, and that red card is reversed by VAR, which was the correct call. There was nothing in that foul, and literally seconds after that is reversed. Tigres gets another one, and that's Oh, I thought that would have been a free kick there, but the ref gives the play on. Vargas went down fairly easily, but still was being pulled on his shoulders, went down, and didn't get the free kick. So 2-1 Tigres here in the 64th minute. The Juarez player comes back to clean things up, and a yellow card on Castro, who is the substitute for the injured Romo for Juarez, gets the yellow card on Vargas. So now a center back for Juarez and their striker, both on yellows, and two yellows for Tigres. Gignac, who had that red reversed into a yellow. So, all right, fans, thank you very much for joining this stream. Definitely appreciate it. Make sure to hit subscribe, hit that like button, write your comments below, and help my channel grow. Subscriptions help me immensely, and there's tons of soccer content on there, mostly American soccer, as well as some Liga MX and CONCACAF Champions League as well. So hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much. All right, we're pushing into the 65th, almost the 66th minute. Juarez is trying to get a little bit more attack going, but it has not been as of yet. Tuca Ferretti is up, and I like Tuca Ferretti as a coach. Juarez plays back to the goalkeeper, who boots it up the field, and the Tigres center back clears it over to the winger. All right, so here we are, 2-1 for Tigres. Does anybody think that that there's going to be a change in this one? Does anybody think that Juarez can get back either for the draw or the win? Let me know in the chat if you've got Juarez either tying or winning this match. I don't see it happening. Let's see, we got any MLS match soon. As far as I know, unfortunately not. This coronavirus thing is causing everybody to flip out. For personally what I think is no reason. It's a cold during cold and flu season. It happens. But no MLS matches for 30 days. So here we are with Liga MX, who might be following suit shortly. But because they would have to cancel the rest of their season pretty much, and the playoffs, I can see why they're hesitant. However, changing and moving it to behind closed doors now is tough. Vargas at the top of the box, blocked away by the diving Juarez defender, and Gignac puts it over the net. So 67th minute, still 2-1. All right, ESPN Deportes here has the Chivas goalkeeper warming up at Estadio Akron, and that is the game we will be switching over to shortly. Here's a change for Juarez. Let's see, number 17 is coming into the match for Juarez, and that is Jordan Sierra. Now, the player that came off, I'm not sure. And they're not telling me, but they're showing the replay of the Gignac goal, which was a fantastic, especially when you see the lineup, the angle that the keeper had on him, covering that near post. He really should have made the save. It looked like he was going to make the save, but it squeaks past him to give Tigres the 2-1 lead. All right. Is it possible to get back? I'm not sure what you're relating to as far as is it possible to get back. If you're thinking Juarez getting back in this game, that is a possibility. I think they could do it, but they've got to make the right moves, which I believe they just put a striker on for a defensive midfielder. Kind of switch the formation up. They do have a free kick here, just probably about 10 yards in from the halfway mark. So they might try and send a ball into the box to get something going. But here in the 68th minute, that's going to be hard. And it goes harmlessly through everybody and out of bounds for the goal kick. All right. Here's Tigres. Comes out of the back. The goal kick out to the defender. Plays it off to Quirones. Oh, excuse me, I was mistaken on that substitute for Juarez. I was looking at the Tigres player who was number 17. It's actually Flavio Santos who comes on in this match. And it looks like it was Mendieta that was taken off. So a attacking mid taken out for Juarez. Let's see. We've got a question here. Once you go black, you never come back, my Asian friend. What? All right. Who has the most MLX trophies? I think Galaxy. Yes, the Galaxy have won the most MLS Cups for MLS sides. Not looking so hot to start the season so far. Chicharito, who just came over, is not looking good either. Here is Juarez on the attack a little bit more, but broken up by Quirones, the first goal scorer for Tigres. Good pressure by the wingback for Juarez. And the substitution is allowed now for Tigres. Number 20 coming in for Tigres. That's Javier Aquino. He's coming in for, looks like number... I can't tell. I can't read the board there, and they haven't put it up on the graphics. But yeah, this one a nice turnaround for Tigres. Down 1-0. They do come back to get a lead here. And Vargas has a quick conversation with Tuca Ferretti. It is for Valencia. So Valencia is out. They take the striker out for Aquino, who's more of kind of like a D mid, maybe an attacking mid. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure he's a mid. '71st minute, almost the 72nd minute. Tigres up 2-1. Juarez trying to build some pressure up to try and get back into this one, at least try and get a draw on the road. But Tigres trying to take all 3 points and move up the Liga MX table, which as things stand right now as a live table, it looks like a win right now would take Tigres up to the 6th spot with 14 points, would make them even with Juarez. So a big match here when it all is said and done for Tigres and Juarez. More so for Tigres, especially at home. If Juarez was able to get the win here, it would really hurt Tigres' chance on getting into the Liguilla. All right, 72nd minute. Juarez trying to build some pressure out of the back. Tigres more content to sit back now and not attack like crazy. I think they're judging by how Juarez has played so far in the in this game that they're pretty much content sitting back and trying to let them break them down now, because I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. They did it once on that counter, but that's because Tigres had pushed so many guys up. A Juarez throw right at the center line. And we have another substitution now. Number 18 comes on for Juarez. Looks like a Angelo Segal coming on for Juarez. Lescano, the striker with the goal scorer for Juarez, is off. So an interesting substitution there for Juarez to take off their goal scorer. However, they are putting another forward into the match. Tigres now, they've got about 7-8 guys behind the ball at the back. So here is Juarez still, number 11. A little bit of pretty passing here in the middle. Tries the through ball in to the winger. Does not come off. Roland tries to make a run in, and it is just missed and rolls to Guzman. Long ball played out to Tigres. Halfway mark goes back to his center back, Ayala. Now Juarez is in possession of the ball. They back play to their keeper. It's time for Juarez to put the pedal to the metal here in the 75th minute, trying to at least get a draw out of this match. But they're really the sense of urgency just is not there. All right, so now we've got some more comments here. Chivas va a ganar. Normally, I'm interested in only European football, but now Americans football are also fantastic. Awesome. Glad to see a European fan jumping over to Liga MX, in this case, and MLS as well. Make sure to subscribe to our channel to never miss any of our awesome American soccer content here at Sons of a Pitch Soccer Podcast. We've got Dad Drew, come on, 2-2 draw. Yep, that would be nice for you and your bet, sir. I don't know if Juarez has it in the tank here, and with them taking out their goal scorer and replacing him with another forward, but now you got Hernan. He is all, come on, Tigres, one more goal. So, all right, 76th minute, Tigres at the back. Just playing keep away at the moment.
Daddy, I'm putting the clipper on your nightstand.
Thank you, Sarah. Good night, girly. Sorry, gotta be a dad too. Here's Valencia, gets the ball played through, Vargas, and he buries it. Beautiful pass up. Vargas comes in, one-on-one with the keeper. He scores. It's 3-1 Tigres. I think this one's all but done and dusted. Looks good for Tigres in this one.
Is Tom sleeping because he looks like it?
Tom might be. I don't know. I haven't seen him. Sorry, my daughter is here. Come on over here. Say hi to everybody. Look at this hair. She's got her TFC jersey on tonight for this one, but she thinks her brother's sleeping. I don't know, because I'm down here watching soccer and talking to people on the internet, so I don't know. Get your butt up there and go to bed.
He's like...
Maybe he's sleeping. All right, 3-1 Tigres. This one is done and dusted, my friends. Tigres gets the victory. Unfortunately for Dad Drew, it doesn't look like you're going to see a draw out of this game. Get out of here. Go to bed. I love you. Vargas with a pretty goal on this one. Go. I let you on the TV. Get up there. All right, so 3-1 for Tigres. Juarez, I don't see it happening. Although they do push the ball up here. A nice cross into the middle and a great save by Guzman, forced by number 17. Wow, that was a good one there by Flavio Santos. However, it did a great save by Guzman, and Gignac starts to counter on the other side. That would have changed things up nicely if Juarez would have gotten a second goal there, but it was not to happen. So Tigres still up 3-1 and now back in possession. All right, so I've got a lot of people asking me about this next matchup as far as what is your prediction on the Monterrey and Chivas match. I don't have much to go on. I have not seen either of these teams play this season. As I said, I am an American soccer podcast, mostly focused on MLS. However, with MLS's break, I'm here. But with that being said, just judging off of the standings and some of the stats that I've taken a look at here while watching this one, Monterrey is dead last. They have not gotten a win all season. So traveling to the Estadio Akron will be a tough one for them. But it does change things a little bit with there being no fans. That the fact that this is behind closed doors. Here's Juarez on the attack. They've got the ball out at the top right-hand side of the box. A cross into the middle, but it's cleared out by Tigres. And Juarez tries to regroup to try and get something going. And Tigres plays a little bit of defense. Great moves by 17 over to 18 and a touch on a great shot there by the substitute who just came on, but Guzman gets his tips to it to put it over the bar to save a goal for his squad. Judging on that Monterrey game, they are the current champion. They're Hernan Arriaga. Yes, they were the current champion, but I've got them losing at Estadio Akron. However, I can't guarantee it because I don't know enough about it, and because you throw the wild card in, there's really no home field advantage either, because the fans are not allowed in the building. So I think Monterrey will probably lose this one, and it will be a Chivas win. But I could see a draw possibly as well. But I'm going Chivas to win. That is my prediction. My pick is Chivas to win. As far as the amount of goals, I don't know. But Hernan, he is on my same page, the Tigres fan. He had said, bet on that. So I'm with you, Hernan. You had Tigres winning this game. You were right there with me when I said Tigres was going to come back and get at least 2 to take it to 2-1. They got 3, and Juarez is pushing now in the 80th minute, almost the 81st. And they've got another corner kick coming out here, but still 3-1 Tigres. So just a reminder, fans that are watching this stream, make sure to subscribe down below. And also check out, I will be doing another stream for the next game, Monterrey at Chivas de Guadalajara, coming up from the Estadio Akron at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. So it's 9:43 Central Standard Time now, so probably a quick turnaround. I got to switch up my streaming information here, and then I will be back on for that one. So thanks for joining. Make sure to subscribe. Follow us on your Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, and get into our 100 or 1,000 subscriber challenge. However, we would have passed that 100 a long time ago. Get in 1,000 YouTube subscriber challenge. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Add us on your favorite social media, and you'll be put into a drawing when we hit 1,000 subscribers. If we do that before the MLS All-Star Game on July 29th, or maybe later, I might have to change this up a little bit due to coronavirus. One social media follower will be randomly drawn to win their choice of either 2 tickets to an MLS regular season game and 2 Sons of a Pitch soccer t-shirts, or make it easy, win a $250 Visa gift card. Back to the action. Tigres with possession here. Gignac flipping his hair around like the pretty boy that he is. And it is all Tigres at this point. Juarez with a tough result here at El Volcan. All right, so Favor from Nigeria, awesome. Nice to have this stream go international in a big way out in Nigeria. Thanks for joining, Favor. Hernan. Where are you guys from? Let me know in the comments or in the chat. Where are you guys from? I am from Chicago, Illinois, is where I'm at right now. I'm originally from Toronto, Canada, but hit us up in the chat and let me know where you guys are watching this stream from. Be pretty cool to see. All right, Juarez with some attack. They're trying to get something here, but nothing really coming off of it. Tigres looks like they're going to make another change. And a little bit of pushing there by Rodriguez, the substitute for Tigres. Lalo Fernandez, excuse me. All right, AK-16, Auckland, New Zealand. Wow, that is fantastic. Let's see, Hernan is from Monterrey, the Tigres fan. All right, good stuff right there at home. What else? We got 19 people watching right this second as I look at my phone. Who else is out there, and where are you from? Let me know in the chat. We've got Nigeria. We've got New Zealand. I know we've got a Philadelphia Union fan on the stream. Let's see. We got another one from England. Super Cyan from England. Awesome. Glad to have. Wow, this is crazy. We've got all over the world watching this stream. Really, really cool. Really cool. So here we go. Tigres, Nanuel Guzman with the free kick. Blasts it up the field to the Tigres player who was called a foul, and we were going to have a free kick for Juarez in the 84th minute. So Sierra comes on for Tigres for De Souza. I called him earlier for Juarez, but they come on for, it's Jordan Sierra, number 17, for Tigres. He comes in to kind of settle this one down and take it there. All right, let's see. We've got one from Warrenville, Illinois. Yep, thank you, lover. That's I say Chicago, but it's actually Warrenville, just outside Chicago. Let's see. We've got a New Jersey. All right, good stuff, New Jersey. So a friend of the show, Joe Falla, who plays for New York Red Bulls 2 there in New Jersey, who's from New Jersey originally. He did an interview with us, the only D3 player in the MLS Super Draft, and he has made his way onto the starting center back and here's a chance for Juarez, beats around the keeper and puts it home. It is 3-2. Juarez roll on again. This guy's had a game. If they win this game or even get a draw, he could be man of the match. Roland has had a great game for Juarez, and it is 3-2. Maybe, just maybe, they could pull off the draws. All right, let's see who we got. Perfect. All right, we got New Jersey, and then so can you tell me the best prediction bet sites? People in the chat, if you got some great prediction sites, let them know. Guillaume, husband name, LOL. Mike, yes, it is. I am Mike that is doing this. My wife Allison is upstairs, and my daughter's been jumping in on the account as well. It is awesome to meet everybody out here. I second that. Super cool all over the world, for sure. So here we go. 3-2, 86th minute. And a header by Juarez, and Guzman gets his paw to it. Unbelievable. A great chance by Juarez, who's come alive in the last, literally 2 minutes of this match. Unbelievable. Is there a tying goal in this match with only 4 minutes plus stoppage time to go in a quiet El Volcan? It's going to be a Tigres throw from the sideline. What a chance. Gets the cross in from the right flank, and number 17 for Juarez, Flavio Santos, who has been a very, very influential player since he's come on, gets a great shot, and Guzman with a strong, strong paw on that one. Tigres still has not taken the throw as of right now. Let's see. All right. That was close. Let's go, baby. I took this under. Hey, there's Jamal. All right, so Jamal Smith, who is always on the Picks and Predictions show that I put together every week with comments. Appreciate it there, sir. He's got the under on this one, shaking his head. Yeah, the under did not happen here. It is 3-2. I think the under on this one was 2.5 was the line on the totals for that. But still plenty of time. Firebird 696. Let's go Juarez. Let's see. Hernan, I don't know any prediction sites, my friend. Sorry. As you say, favor, subscribe to our channel. You will get my MLS picks and predictions for all of the Major League Soccer games here in the United States and Canada. So make sure to do that. But other than that, I couldn't tell you. Not 100% sure on the other sites out there, as is Hernan. All right, come on, Tigres. Come on, Tigres. Okay, we've got an advertisement for Santos against Necaxa next weekend on ESPN Deportes. So if Liga MX is still playing, I will be bringing you another one of these awesome shows with the cool graphics and the awesome scoreboard and all that fun stuff come next week for that game as well. But Tigres playing the ball back and just trying to get out of Dodge with the 3 points to move them up the table to tie them with Juarez. Looks like a little bit of an injury here for the Tigres player. Number 20. Is it number 20? I can't tell because his jersey's turned around. But I think it's a little bit of time wasting as well. It is Duenas who makes a sliding tackle, stands up, and then realizes, you know what, it's the end of the game. We're trying to kill some time. We're going to sit down. So the referee helps him up and allows the free kick to go forward for Juarez. Fernandez trying to make a quick run into the box, open up, and it goes to Rohan, who has just been on fire this game. Drops it back outside the box. Cross tries to come in, and we've got a throw for Juarez. Gets the ball in. 2 balls to him very quickly, which is surprising from the ball kids. They should know better than that, than to hurry up and throw the ball in. Waste some more time. All right, we've got AK16. Thanks for live streaming. You're the man. Thank you very much. Hernan Arriaga. Thanks, Mike. You're the best. Hey, thanks, guys, for watching. I couldn't do it without you guys. If you guys weren't watching, I wouldn't be doing this. So, all right, here we go. We've got an advertisement for 2 por 5 Cambina y Aurora from McDonald's. So 2 for $5. I'm guessing either the filet of fish or here is Vargas in. Oh, wait a minute. This was the player of the game is Vargas? What? He comes in as a second half sub. I mean, I guess when he did come in, the game changed a bit because he was that third striker. But he buries the third goal, and they give him the player of the match because it's the game winner now with Juarez's second goal. But 6 minutes of stoppage time in this match. That's a lot of stoppage time. No home cooking there for Tigres. I agree. Hernan. I think Gignac should be the player of the game with this one, with that second goal. It was a beautiful goal, as well as, getting called for that red, which got turned around. Definitely think Gignac is the player of the game, especially how influential he's been up top. Vargas came in the second half, and it did change the dynamic, but again, that's because of the 3 striker setup for Tigres against a sitting back Juarez side. All right, 92nd minute. Here we come. Juarez with a little bit of possession, coming across the halfway mark into Rohan, who has been everywhere for Juarez. Great assist earlier in the match. And a great goal for the second goal for Juarez. Here is the throw. Tigres clears it out, but only as far as the pushing Juarez players. And Tigres kind of gets away with a foul there, and they get on the counter. Here's Quirones up to Gignac. Nothing there. Vargas can't get on the end of it. And this one's going to go out of play for a Tigres throw. Puebla with the foul. Puebla with the foul. With the win over San Luis earlier in the night. Funny story about San Luis. So my boss at work, he is from Mexico, and his parents are big San Luis fans. So I had never heard of them before then. Let's see. All right, my prediction favor C. Ronaldo switching to TFC next season. Joking. Yeah, that's a good one there. Not going to happen. However, that would be really kick-ass if it did. But, yeah, not going to happen. Anyways, back to the game. 93rd minute. Tigres with a little bit of possession here. It is a final in Leon. It is 3-1 Leon over Pumas. Navarro, Mena, and Sosa with the 3 goals for Leon, who was just recently knocked out of Champions League by LAFC in that amazing comeback at Banc of California Stadium. And the referee urging the Tigres players to get the ball in play. Quirones down on the end line, gets pulled back by the Juarez player, and it's a free kick for Tigres to just waste another 30 or 40 seconds setting up a free kick that they will take their time on and have probably zero intention of scoring with. All right, Hernan El Trafico in favor. What is TFC? TFC is Toronto Football Club. Toronto, Ontario, Canada. That's my team. So that was a good joke there by Hernan. Carlos Vela is overrated. Yeah, I got to disagree with you on that one, Hernan. He is not overrated. He is an unbelievable soccer player. Has done extremely well for LAFC and that team. I think he's getting a lot of praise right now, which is probably why you're thinking he's overrated. He wouldn't be getting that praise if he was at a bigger club or over in Europe, but he's a great player. 5th minute of stoppage time. Tigres kicking the ball around the back. Juarez has finally got that urgency. Their strikers are running around like crazy. But it's just not happening there. All right, the players are starting to take the pitch for the Chivas USA Monterrey. Chivas USA. Here I am talking about an old MLS side. But Chivas de la Guadalajara is taking the pitch with Monterrey in an empty Estadio Akron. So make sure to switch over to our stream on there. I will be a few minutes late on that one because of the amount of stoppage time here with Tigres and Juarez. Here is a foul on the Tigres player with a yellow card as well for Jordan Sierra. Just about 40 seconds to go for Juarez to try and get the draw on this one. All right. Andy Hugh, Juarez, go. 1 goal. Agreed, that's all they need. Get that 1 goal and get that draw. Can they do it in 30 seconds? I don't know. Doesn't look good so far. But you never know. Here's the goalkeeper up to take the free kick around the halfway point. And it's going to go out for a corner. Looks like it's going to go out for a corner here. It looked like it went off the Tigres player. But the assistant referee is giving the goal kick. Guzman tries to take it quickly, but the referee blows the whistle, citing a possible head injury for the couple players who went up for the header. But still a goal kick for Nanuel Guzman, and Tigres might just do it in this match. Okay, 97th minute. Stoppage time is done. When will the whistle get blown? And the referee puts his whistle to the mouth. He's ready. And there's the final whistle. 3-2 Tigres is your final. They get the victory. Juarez made it interesting at the end and the beginning. So there you go. 3-2 Tigres is the victor. Now sits even with Juarez on points in the Liga MX table. Thank you for joining me on this stream. I am going to cut it short right now. Make sure to subscribe down below. I'm going to turn on my next stream for the Chivas Guadalajara versus Monterrey matchup starting very, very shortly. Thanks for watching. We will talk to you guys very, very soon.